Howdy. So I've been doing top 10 worst videos on various topics for a long time. I think it's time I get a taste of my own medicine. What do I think are the absolute worst videos on my channel? The nice thing about making this video is it's at no one else's expense but my own, and I don't mind being transparent to you about the times I screwed up. So these are the videos I regret the most, or really feel I screwed up on. Also, if there's interest, I'd gladly talk to you about the videos with the highest dislike ratio on my channel. I don't know, there's always an interesting story behind those. With that all said, let's begin.
I didn't do it.
Best kids cartoons. Oh, I hate this video. This is probably my most embarrassing video.
It's time to check out some of the finest animation for younger viewers.
It's embarrassing to the point I unlisted it altogether. Couldn't stand it. I despise my delivery in this video. It was sickly sweet, yet still that voice-breaking performance I used to do around 2016 to 2017.
It's hard not to appreciate these rich, detailed settings they imagine.
I can't even fully watch this one, it's just too cringe to me. I think I just had a coffee or something, and was way too overly enthusiastic to this one, where it just felt forced to me. I was genuinely enthusiastic talking about these really great kids cartoons, but even for me this was saccharine.
And I can't think of another kids cartoon I'd rather see people immersed in.
Though I still think these are really great choices for top quality kids cartoons. If you're curious, back in 2017 I picked Rugrats, Backyardigans, Magic School Bus, Sophia the First.
Now normally when you say the phrase princess school, a person's automatic reaction is to punch you in the face.
What an odd thing to say.
And just to show what a twit I was, I included two cartoons with a largely adult demographic. I chose SpongeBob Early Seasons and My Little Pony. My Little Pony! Despite the fact that 86% of My Little Pony's audience is adult men. Seriously, I looked it up. 63% of that audience is also getting their college degree or higher. Isn't that cool?
Radical!
The point being, I screwed up on this part too.
Hey, Strider, no need to be so hard on yourself, man. While you're absolutely correct about the demographics that these shows resonate with, both shows were ultimately still intended for a kid demographic, so I'd say they still count.
Yeah, I guess they count. Maybe I'm just still mad at my syrupy delivery. Thanks, dog.
If anybody needs me, I'm taking a nap.
I'm sorry, something about this video brings out all my self-loathing. Thank you and respects if you did give it a view at the time. But personally, I regret and hate this video with a passion. Oh, get this one. Darkest Mario game moments. Holy cow, this is such a stupid concept for a video. I was clearly going through like a dark era here. I was trying to do Darkest Cartoon Network, Darkest Nickelodeon, and somehow that translated to Darkest Mario. I put a ton of effort into editing this one, partially because it was just such a terrible premise. When you look at these choices, you can tell I had nothing to work with. It's Mario. Mario isn't even remotely dark or scary, and my choices were like pretty bland and mushy. Oh no, Luigi got possessed. Oh no, Mario was killed in odd ways in Mario 64? How dark. Ooh, that's not dark, that's hilarious.
He was instead crushed, stomped on, set on fire, electrocuted, flattened, bouldered, dropped, booed, booby-trapped.
Looking back, I'd say the only legitimate creepy choices were that Demon Peach boss fight. It's not a bad quality video, but there was just no saving this stupid concept. My next regretted video is the worst Teen Titans Go episodes. I regret this video for multiple reasons. For starters, it's way too flashy, but the footage is almost too annoying to watch. Even my thumbnail annoys me for it, it's terrible. The other big issue I had is it cemented my reputation for years as the channel that does nothing but complain about Teen Titans Go. No, I did many other topics, but they didn't get recommended in the algorithm. The 3 videos I did on Teen Titans Go went quote-unquote viral at the time. Oh, and I despise that loud way I spoke in 2017. Often in 2017, I spoke in this way where everything was over the top and for some reason made me angry. And my voice grated like this. For some reason, I couldn't talk to people like a regular human being.
It remains renowned for being profoundly stupid.
Profoundly?
And insulting its viewers.
Insulting it. Looking back, I think I was actually part of that same loud period from the 2010s that I complained about. Like, is my voice really that much less obnoxious than the annoying orange in the same time period? At least he had some freaking jokes. Anyway, I originally got a lot of requests to make this video, but in retrospect, I should have just covered another topic. Because I really hate this video and how it's cemented my reputation for talking about a show I don't even enjoy talking about or looking at. Now let's go back to never watching this video ever again. You want to hear an unbelievably stupid video for me to make? How about this video I made? It's just so stupid. How much is Mr. Burns worth?
Hello. Release the hounds. Well, neighbor, I see you've got your running shoes on. That's a good thing.
What the hell? This is like the stupidest, most random topic on my channel ever. I made this one in 2019, and I think it's among the first times I ever uploaded a video that wasn't a top 10. But my calculations weren't even 100%, and I ended up giving a pretty off figure on Mr. Burns' income from the nuclear plant. Also, who the hell cares how much Mr. Burns earns? Clearly I did at the time. I thought it was worth doing a video on.
What's the smallest amount of money I can think of? $1,000.
But who is seriously a cartoon fan watching my top 10 best and worst cartoon videos and suddenly goes, gee, I want to know about the net worth of a fictional character who's not even the main character of The Simpsons? I know I cover a lot of different topics on the channel, and maybe I could have done one on SpongeBob and his life since I'm so into his world and his character, but it's still pretty different from my channel, you know? But I suppose I did a video on why SpongeBob doesn't want kids, and I thought that was interesting. Maybe I could do one on his net worth. I collaborated with 10K Productions for this video because my autistic fixation at the time was learning the net worth of random cartoon characters. And I still love 10K Productions analytical videos. So I thought, hey, let's make a completely irrelevant video for my own channel on this. I regret making this one, and I should have just given the topic to 10K Productions, as I think it's far more relevant to his channel. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
This? Are they booing me?
No, they're saying Boo earns.
The next video I regret is Darkest Power Rangers episodes. I never had made a video on Power Rangers on my channel before, ever. I even decided to drag poor George into my stupid idea and invite him along. Being the kind fellow he is, he said yes, but what was I thinking? I think I noticed people really liked to watch the Power Rangers intros at the time, and I thought somehow this would translate into people wanting to watch a video on Dark Power Rangers episodes. So dumb. The choices are okay, and I did get to catch up on the Power Rangers lore, and I'm glad I did. And I grew up with the show in the 90s, and I was missing it. But there was no good reason to release a whole video on this topic. Why spend 2 weeks on this subject? Ridiculous. And just a reminder, I'm still making free SpongeBob and Thomas reviews on the Patreon website. Alongside, of course, my usual videos like this on YouTube. If you like, you can become a free member on my Patreon page. No catch, it's free. If anyone does eventually decide they'd like to offer $2 to help keep my channel running, well, that's appreciated, but never expected. The reviews are free and accessible to you at any time. Right now, I'm still making Thomas and Friends reviews and SpongeBob reviews. I try to upload a minimum of 2 reviews per week. If you're curious, the link's in the description below. Either way, thanks for hearing me out, and let's continue to look back at my video screw-ups.
I didn't do it.
Foods that may soon disappear. Chief, even the title is a gloomy downer. What was I thinking with this one? I think my intentions were good with this video, as I wanted to educate people about the future and potential challenges we should be aware of. But the end result was so bleak, and frankly, it had too much dry information. These have just been dying off like nobody's business. I tried to make it fun, but I ended up talking about tsunamis, fire, drought, flooding. It was just a downer. Basically in the video, I went through 10 foods that will likely disappear by 2050 due to climate change or other future issues. Unfortunately, the script ended up so gloomy and miserable that I tried really hard to compensate by adding countdown skits of me and Boo going to the future. We traveled to 2050 and I grayed my hair in the future, and Boo and I saw futuristic cities, and I called George on the phone and found out he'd retired.
Sorry, Strider. I retired from YouTube 13 years ago.
There was virtual reality. It was good fun. Oh, I guess it's self-driving. Automatically honks at people. I personally think there was good research in this script, though I was really passionate about it. But rewatching it, I think it ended up more like a dull university lecture.
Oh my god.
I have this not-so-secret desire to educate viewers while also entertaining them. My goal of the channel is to offer people a relaxing, safe space to talk about stuff, but also to encourage critical thinking. I want to encourage people to do their own research on things, looking up scientific studies and systematic reviews, not TikTok videos or AI summaries. And this was basically me just giving it my real all to make a well-researched video encouraging people to learn about the future and showing how easy it is to look up studies on the internet. But yeah, ended up dreary and dull. I brought up the bees dying in the USA, the skyrocketing house price. It was just a mess. What did I expect people to think?
Aw, now it's too wet. I want dry.
It was like a full 30 minutes of me giving mostly bad news about the potential future of the Earth. You can tell I'm trying to compensate in the video as well because a lot of the music's really cheery and poppy. Sadly, data from all over the globe suggests that bees are the insects on the decline. Our future's Here's some cheery music. Do not add that. I regret this one because it just didn't end up any fun. It was a bit of a downer. And people don't absorb information anyway when it's all doom and gloom. Just ended up a bit of a boring, dismal, dreary video.
I didn't do it.
The next video I regret is cancelled failed pizzas. For like a year, I really wanted a video about pizza. Eventually, I got my dream and made this video. And although I regret the final result, I do regret not making this video better. Seriously, if I could produce any content, I would just make like 5 videos talking about pizza. It's just unabashed fun to talk about failed pizzas. I just think it's a perfect kind of thing to appear amidst people's negativity in their YouTube feeds. Something where just seeing the title might make you chuckle at the trivialness and pure silliness of the whole thing. So even if I don't get a click from you, I can at least give you a smirk in your day. I still love the colors. I adore the concept. Candy brownie pizza. Isn't that like the most wonderful, absurd topic? Just seeing that dessert pizza takes me to my happy place, But my microphone quality was really hissy and my delivery was really subpar, and I'm a big fan of that Thai dish too. So maybe the combination of meat, tomato, peanut butter, and jelly on a pizza isn't that bad. And in 2023, my wife Nin was still getting into the groove of voice acting. She was still transitioning her voice acting from that trailer park Aussie stereotype grating style to the smoother, honey-like performance she has today. For example, this is how Nin previously sounded.
Yeah, looks like a pigeon took a dump on it. God, that's awful.
Well, how would you deliver the line now, love?
Yeah, looks like a pigeon took a dump on it.
Every time I watch this video, I just cringe at my hissy microphone and think this could have been so much better. If people were still interested in food topics, this is one of those videos I'd love to redo and make better. The next video I regret is one of the first videos I did, the best Simpsons episodes. I've always regretted this video because my choices were just terrible. In 2014, I went through about 600 episodes of Simpsons to try and pick my favorites. And somehow, 11-12 years ago, I landed on these. Seriously, get these choices I made for the best Simpsons episodes of all time. Pies and Idiot Scrapes. A legit funny episode to me still, but how is that among the best? It's a terrible choice. Lisa versus Malibu Stacy. Again, okay, but the best? The Ned Zone, a Treehouse of Horror short that is not even a full Treehouse of Horror episode. Nice one, you twit. Then I chose Homer and Apu, which I do still think is a legit, really funny episode. But really? Among the best ever? Last Exit to Springfield was probably my one decent choice in the video. Then I chose Frying Game, where Homer runs a private security company. I Love Lisa, I kinda get because it's very from the heart and I related to it as a kid. Funny story, I legit got a card from a girl I had a crush on when I was like 8 that said like, let's be friends, but I didn't get the reference because I was 8. Then I chose Burns and the Bees from season 20. Really? Where Burns gets a stadium and Lisa protects the bees. I think I picked it because I really laughed hard at some of the jokes. And my number one best choice for the best Simpsons episode of all time was Lisa Goes to Washington. And I do still like that episode and it's aged shockingly well. But the best of all Simpsons, you've got to be kidding me. I do like my performance was more down to earth in 2014 as opposed to my stupid loud era in 2016. But these best Simpsons choices were so stupid. My next regretted video is Creepiest Lego. You know what's inherently not creepy? Like ever? Lego sets. This video ended up such a bore. I thought I had a fun idea here, but Lego sets just aren't inherently creepy. I think I made this video because I was just so enjoying Lego topics that I got kind of carried away. When I actually sat down to look at the Lego sets deemed quote-unquote creepy, I realized this was a terrible idea. The flames, spider, and skeletal head at the top come together to make something quite foreboding. I distinctly remember writing the script for Creepiest Lego and thinking, this isn't working.
Now let's see how it looks so far.
It doesn't work.
And if I'm yawning while voice acting a video, how can I expect the viewer to be interested? And who am I kidding in these choices? I call Monster Fighter's Ghost Train beautifully scary. It looks beautifully scary. It's just not. It's got a freaking smiley face. Lego Hidden Side Augmented Reality was a cool concept for Lego, but it's just not even slightly scary.
You're not scary.
The whole video is an example of me not researching a topic, then me realizing, oh, this won't work, and making it anyway.
Anarchy, baby. Woo!
And I basically made Creepiest Lego because I just wanted to try any topic that was Lego related. But to this day, I still try and think up Lego topics that might interest everyone because I just adore talking about Lego, and I adore the Lego community. In 2022, if I could have magically transferred myself to being a Lego YouTuber, I think I might have considered it. I can guarantee my friend Just Too Good would have popped on here a lot more often.
But Jeffrey the Giraffe is super scary.
It is not that scary.
It is too.
Is not, fine. It's on the scariest list too. The part I think that stands out as probably best in the video is the honorable mentions. Nin put this one on the list for some reason. I took it off because it's not scary.
It is scary, I tell you.
What are you talking about? It's the most pitifully cute thing on this list. It's just one of the most natural conversations I've done on the show where I'm just complaining about the silly choices Nin, Just Too Good, and Robin say I should have on there. I think I have some legit funny exchanges with them, and it brings out the playfulness in all three of them.
I don't know, it looks a little spoopy to me.
No, Disney's Nightmare Before Christmas is not scary either.
I think it's a little spoopy.
Anyway, what's the next choice? And last, and possibly least, I don't know, they're all pretty bad, top 3 worst and best Pixar movies. More than 11% of people dislike this video, and yeah, I get it. I don't love every Pixar movie, but almost every one of them has their own unique positive traits. And I clumsily tried to arrange the Pixar movies into my old top 3 worst and best format. The Good Dinosaur, despite its name, I don't think was very good, but worst is a very strong word for Pixar. But I think most of the dislikes came from my take that the Cars movies were a boring franchise. But despite this, I actually found myself enjoying rewatching this one, as in 2018 I was finally coming out of that speak everything in exasperated, silly, but angry voice era. I would still get passionate, such as when I was talking about the Cars franchise. We clearly need to make a sequel about cars. But I spoke in less of that angry voice that makes me cringe today. If I could go back, I wouldn't make it because Pixar just doesn't deserve the worst and best format. And if you do happen to comment, thank you in advance for being constructive but friendly. If you do have any suggestions of videos that have been your least favorite, I'll take them. Feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'd love to see more YouTubers do this type of topic because I think it shows we can take some criticism. People don't talk about it, but I think one of the most important things we can learn to do is be able to open up when we make a mistake, when we do something stupid, or we can simply say, I'm wrong, I don't know. If there is interest as well, I'd be happy to do a video on the most disliked videos on my channel as well. And with that said, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And thank you to my patrons and members who've kept me doing what I love another month. My patrons like these people in the credits are my lifeline nowadays, and I appreciate you very much. Oh, and let me know if you have any feedback on the new free videos on Patreon. Okay, so today I had this weird idea for the patron shoutout. I'm gonna try giving a meaningful compliment to each shoutout patron. Anna Jones, you have a very kind heart. Frikete, I admire your bravery to speak up about things that matter. Angel Angeline, your confidence inspires me. The Furry of Fury, your honesty to others is admirable. Miss Arceus, you are a thoughtful planner. Joseph Bowers, I admire your ability to take care of yourself. Jordan McCann, I appreciate your sharp sense of humor. Chandler Amethyst, you are a wonderful listener whom I feel understood by. Megan Bruns, your way of standing up for others is courageous. William Johnson, I respect your calm strength when things get tough. The Hug Wizard, I respect your resilience in the face of challenges. Rayan Graves, I like how you balance play with work, a reminder not to take myself too seriously. Sutton Yoshi, I respect your flexibility and open mind. Autistic, thanks to being a patient, empathetic person. Erdassen, your ability to consider a problem from multiple perspectives is a gift. IndieCore2, thank you for encouraging me to be authentic and myself. Joe Ferry, you approach life with curiosity, and I admire your dedication to learning. John Bondi, you radiate warmth as a person. Checkit Omega, you are skilled at dedicating yourself to the task at hand. Mewtwo Shadow FNAF Girl, you are a decent, caring human being. Kelly Bisson, you are a good teammate, and I'm glad I get to work alongside you. Casey, your support means a whole lot to me, thank you. And Dalton, you are a clever, caring individual, and I know you'll go on to achieve whatever you put your mind to. Glitter Wolf, you have a very pleasant voice that comforts me whenever I hear it. Pixel Puppy, you are an intuitive and patient teacher. Handpan, I respect how empathetic you are. Your ability to feel so much is a gift. Phoenix Star YT, your compliment is, you are genuine in who you are, and find a combination between optimism and realism with grace that admits your personal challenges. Golden Soul, you always make sure everyone in the room is heard, and I respect that. Emilio Vega, you are bold and not deterred by the idea of failure, and you understand the value of those around you. Ooh, that was kind of fun. If you don't mind me doing that again in the future, I gladly will.